Hello, my loves. Welcome. I've got a little new setup because we're starting an extension of withinbyjen, which is on my YouTube channel, where I'm going to invite people that want to talk about their story, want to talk about hardships, want to talk about how they overcome, how the setback is always a comeback if you allow it to be. And funny story this morning, I sent a text message to a friend of mine that was coming over this week, and then we were going to go support her boyfriend after because he has been to every one of our art shows and it really does mean a lot. And I sent it to a group message and I got a lot of responses, and so it made me giggle because I was like, well, we must be ready, let's go. And so I thought I would kind of give the introduction to the space, and I'm excited to have more people on this with me. It is an absolute honor to bring safety in conversation about how and what we've been through. And not only that, I think as a creative and as an inspired and genius that we all are when we step into our creative expression and the essence of our soul, a lot of people don't get it. And we get a lot of pushback because it is uncomfortable and it is kind of frightening I can speak of this honestly. When I saw somebody in their creative genius, it was uncomfortable for me. It was frightening for me. It was this thing that I knew I wanted and existed within me, but I also didn't know how to get it. I didn't know what steps to take. I set 1,000,001 excuses for myself, and then going through it it's almost like you're just existing in these different bubbles where you're facing everyone and their insecurities while you're overcoming your insecurity because you're in the bubble of insecurity. And then when you get to the next space, you're in the bubble of self-doubt. And so everybody that's coming into your playing field is giving you self-doubt or their self-doubt. And it's a reckoning. It's an inner nudge of, oh, wow, these are all examples of what self-doubt could look like or what insecurities could look like. And they're all being displayed in front of me. And if we have eyes to see, we can see it very clearly and we move through the aligned path. So I feel like I'm on a little, there we go. Now I'm nudged in. This morning, so if you haven't watched the previous video, the message was we have fully connected. And then this morning and this weekend was we are in our divine roles. We are who we came here to be. It's not a job. It is who we are. It is who we are at the core, and it is why we are here in this now moment. And we're in those roles. And it is beautiful to say out loud. It feels like my heart is bigger than my body right now and it's just like, I don't want to say booming because it's not a bad, but it is like just pulsing with joy. And as I was reading outside this morning, feeling like I had the message delivered that the path is ours to walk alone. And it feels very lonely, but that's the point. That's the purpose. And it is to show us that when we are connected to and through divine, when we are anchored into the mother and we are anchored into the father, and we as the child of light existing are the bridge here on earth, it is the one and the many. It is nothing and everything. We are a speck of a moment in history and in the cosmos, and we're here to live a beautiful experience, and that experience is what delights our soul. It is everything, and who we are is not defined by a job title. It's not defined by a political preference. It's not defined by an organized religion. It's not defined by money. It's not defined by our clothes. It's not defined by our friends. It is who we are through and through. It is how we show up. It is how we speak. It is how we are. It is everything. And so I can see kind of moving from the past version of myself into the becoming of who I am today. I would put on a smile. I would smile for all the pictures, and I would go have the best time, let me make sure we say that, kind of drinking an what's that word? A lot. A lot. And I just put on a fake face because I didn't want anybody to know how just I wasn't fully happy. I wasn't in joy. I wasn't in love. I mean, I was happy because I was taught how to be happy. I was happy because I was taught how to be grateful for what you have without knowing or feeling that I could do more. And so I could see myself smiling in all of these photos, and you never really know what's going on inside. And so purpose of me showing up in these spaces is to talk about what's really going on inside, to talk about the truth of who we are, to talk about the real talk, not about what we're seeing on TV, sitting and so going, how are you? What are you going through? What are you feeling right now? And providing a space that we can get it out. And it's so funny as I'm sitting here looking at this camera on my tripod and talking to a phone, realizing that me being alone in this space and having social media to connect us all over the world, but also I want to send a beautiful, beautiful reminder. Just because we do this on social media, and for many of us, we're gaining a following of people who are inspired, uplifted, who like our content, and hopes that we are saying, go be you, go be all of you, and don't be afraid to do it. It's like a permission slip, even though none of us need a permission slip. We are our own permission slip. Check. But we're doing it to share our truth and to share our love. And we continue showing up in all of these spaces, and you're not making money off of it. You're not backed by anything in the material world. You're literally backed by your faith, hope, and love that what you're doing is serving a purpose, even though you don't know how, even though you might not be able to see it, even though you just know. You know it is. You know that you're showing up for a reason. You know you're showing up for a purpose. And as I've shared some of the videos with the people that we've connected on withinbyjen, my website, all over the world, and it's through social media. And they're not followers of mine on my social media, so somehow it's pinging in global recognition. And I think that's the point of when you are the drop, and that single drop, and it goes back to the path. Nobody is supposed to walk it with you, but it feels like everybody's leaving you. And that's the point. When you know you've got me. God, Mother, Father, God, you've got me. And I'm stepping into this role. I'm in this role. I'm in my purpose. I'm in my mission. I am embodied to speak this truth. And you become the force field. You become it. And it goes back to it is not connected to anything. It is who you are everywhere you go. No matter where you go, there you are. And that's the biggest, most beautiful message, is when we sit with who we are, with an intimate and open-hearted, truthful conversation, it touches hearts, it touches lives. And it's so weird. I haven't done an episode like this where I'm actually looking at the camera. Most of my transmissions are with my eyes closed, or the one that we've recently been working on is me and a guy, and we're having communication. We're just having back and forth, open-hearted communication. And so me looking straight at you, at me, the reflections of everything that we are, it's hitting different. It's hitting different. And so I'll bring us back to the drop. When we decide to be open and let go, and we become like water, and that drop falls into the ocean, and we say, let there be light. Let's light it up. Light me up. That's what came through this morning. Light me up. Those ripple effects go out all over the world. I know because we're here. It's now. And I hope that you can see that it's all hitting home as I speak this to you. The truth of, and you don't even know the truth. That's the most beautiful thing, is you know the impact that it will have. And it's all based out of love and truth and honesty with each and every person that's watching this video. I don't have to know you to love you. I don't have to see you in person to know that we're all connected. Because I know that we are. I am. And we're united. And that is the biggest shift. The biggest shift. So wherever you are all over the world, how are we showing up? How are we practicing kindness? How are we practicing forgiveness, forgiving every single person along the path that you thought hurt you, but it was all for you. It was almost like I can see it in everybody's eyes looking at me. And maybe they knew, maybe they didn't know that I was going. Nothing was stopping me. To be right here, right now, crying on my couch in the joys of my heart for doing what I know I came here to do. I am flabbergasted, dumbfounded, mind blown. Reality check me. Yeah. So I thought I would be delivering a transmission, but I guess I am the transmission. My message, my story, my song, our song. Our song. So let's sing, my beautiful, beautiful souls. Let's sing with truth and with love, with our divine authority, with our divine power, leading the way and showing others that it's okay. I'm Jennifer Rene. This is Within by Jen. It's within each and every one of us. It always has been. And I love you, love you, love you. And I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.